Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the gym. It is your guy, Boulanger. Up next on the GM, I tried to love him. Let's talk. Boulanger, who you tried to love? EDC. I tried to love him, y'all. I've tried to be patient. I've tried to just give him some credit when he deserves credit. I gave him credit for getting Derrick Henry. I gave him some credit for making a move to add a little bit more depth to the wide receiver room without everything offensively falling down. And I knew that we had more work to do. I knew that EDC and the Baltimore Ravens organization loves defense. So I thought it was a no-brainer. I thought it was a can't miss that we would go out and address the very need that we had, the biggest need that we had, edge rush. So I sat down this morning and I made a whole video with 5 different players on it. And I had to leave and I didn't get back in time to do the editing, and I'm glad that I didn't. So I sat 3 o'clock, no news. And when 4 o'clock rolled around, I said, okay, bam. You know, I know we got a trade in, but it's just going to come in late. 4:30 rolled around, 5 o'clock rolled around, 6 o'clock I checked and there was nothing, right? And I know waiting to 5 and 6, you know, it was kind of hopeless. And so I tried to sit still and just wait on my fumes to just settle down, but I can't, man. You see, this is what I be talking about when I talk about this Ravens organization, when I say everybody must go. EDC and John Harbaugh and the whole crew must go. If the Baltimore Ravens fall short of the prize this season with this dominant offense and this dominant pass game from the Ravens and the dominant run game and Lamar Jackson playing out of his mind, playing a level up above his MVP campaign last year, if we don't capture the prize, I'm putting it squarely on the administration. You see, because we had a clear need, and that need was an edge rusher. This edge rush group has been trashed all year long. And EDC's ability to get an edge rusher in here that can get to the quarterback goes back longer than just this season. You see, it goes all the way back to not signing Matt Judon. It goes all the way back to not signing Zadarius Smith. Both left under EDC's watch. It goes back to not being able to get Zadarius Smith in-house last year when we had a commitment and then he left. It goes back to having Arden Key in the building and not signing him and then being linked to him this season. It goes back to drafting Odafe Owe in the first round and he can't get to the quarterback. It goes back to drafting David Ajabo in the second round when he was already hurt with an Achilles injury and he has done absolutely nothing. A wasted draft pick is what that was. See, all of these things at that edge rush position is on EDC's watch. I said from the beginning, there's 3 positions coming into this season that was going to cost us a chance at winning a chip. Those positions were offensive line, which EDC hit reset on. That position was wide receiver, which I'm glad that he added Deontay Johnson, but we've gotten absolutely nothing from Tez Walker. That's under EDC's watch. And I know I'm not talking about wide receiver right now, but I'm talking about the whole EDC experience. And the third position was edge rush. I didn't have any doubts about the secondary, but the edge rush position was lukewarm last year. I know that Jadeveon Clowney and Kyle Van Noy both had 9+ sacks last season, but that was under old direction. That DC is gone now. And Jadeveon Clowney wasn't a pure edge rusher, and Kyle Van Noy was an old edge rusher. So what they did last year was considered an anomaly. And so we watched this season, this edge rush position not do much against the passing game of another team. This edge rush is part of the reason why this secondary can't cover, because opposing quarterbacks have all day to stand back there and pass. It was super clear, crystal freaking clear that we needed an edge rush. But what do? We don't get a deal done. Well, Boulanger, it might not have been able to get a deal done. That's a lie. We have 11 draft picks. We can't cough up some of that capital to get an edge rush in-house? I'll deal with draft in a minute. We can't cough up some of that draft capital to get an edge rusher in-house? When you look around the league, teams who needed something, they went out and got it. Detroit lost Aiden Hutchinson. You know what they say? You know what? We got a championship bid on the line. Let's go get Zadarius Smith. Went out and got it. Right? The Arizona Cardinals, who are in playoff contention, you know what they said? Let's go get the edge rush Browning from the Denver Broncos. Got a deal done at a position that we needed a position ourselves. The Pittsburgh Steelers, who don't need an edge rusher. They have the best or one of the best edge rushers in the entire league. You know what they say? Let's go flip a 7th round pick for Preston Smith. You know why they did that? Because they have an understanding that that guy in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, is playing out of his mind. So we need extra help to go and bring him to the ground. And they flipped a 7th round pick for Preston Smith. And then they didn't stop there. They went out and got Mike Williams. Pittsburgh ain't playing no games. We're the only ones playing. EDC, John Harbaugh, this Baltimore Ravens organization is the only ones playing. Listen, guys, I've tried to give them credit when credit was due. I've given them a nod when they've done good. But dadgum, guys, this is some bull crap. You guys know I don't cuss on here, so but this is some BS, man. This is some BS to have a clear need and you not go get it when deals were out there to be done. Chase Young sitting down there, no money obligation next year. If he doesn't work out, don't even go knock on the door. And if you did go knock on the door, are you telling me a 4th or 5th is more valuable than a live body who can ball right now? Is that what you're telling me? All the guys that were available, Agba, however you pronounce his name, out of Miami, was available. Arden Key available. Chase Young available. Artillery available. And I probably pronounced most of their names wrong. But they were available. You can't swing a deal out of 11 picks and get nothing. But when you needed, or when you felt like you needed to go get Roquan Smith, you gave up whatever you needed to go get him. And now here we are with the worst pass rush percentage in the entire league. And we don't do anything. Maybe he's hoping one of these guys who got cut can add something to our roster. Maybe Jordan Phillips. Or maybe a Calais Campbell will get cut and we can pick him up. I don't know. But I'm super disappointed because we always wet the bed when it comes to going all in to do what we need to do. I don't understand why we're the only team that gets out GM'd. The Kansas City Chiefs are already the champs. They're already great. You know what they say? Let's go get DeAndre. Let's go get the edge rusher out of New England. 2 positions that they added depth to. And you already seen things pay off for Patrick Mahomes and DeAndre Hopkins. If the Ravens weren't motivated to go get an edge rush after watching DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes perform last night, then I don't know what would have motivated them to do something more. But you sit by and twiddle your dadgum thumbs and you don't do nothing, man. I am so freaking sick of this administration. And unfortunately, guys, there's nothing we can do about it now. All we can do is hope that Lamar Jackson, this offense, put up 35 points a game. That's all we can hope. We have to score 35 points a game because we don't have an edge rush that can get home. There's nobody coming off our IR that's going to add any pop to this edge rush. And so here we are. It's just the same old with this Baltimore Ravens organization. We do just enough not to get over the hump. All the years where you invest into the defense, the 1 year where the offense seems to have everything they need and they're clicking, you go get Tre'Davious White. And I'm not knocking the dude. He's a former All-Pro, but he ain't been an All-Pro in a number of years because he's been hurt. So where he gonna break into the rotation at? He gonna play over Marlon? No. He gonna play over Brandon Stevens? No. He gonna get in before Nate Wiggins? Probably not. So this is what you go get? Somebody you could have got in the offseason for a couple of dollars? Man, I'm pissed off, man. This is some bull crap. So guys, I guess we'll have to put it on Lamar and the offense again. We have to hope that again, like I said, they can put up 35 points a game. Man, listen, let me know what you guys want me to know, man. Do you think that we're cool and it's okay that we didn't make a move on edge rush? Or do you think, like me, this is some bull crap and EDC needs to go if the Baltimore Ravens don't get the chip this year? I'm out.